podium.
Betul.
Nah ini mungkin pelajaran dari kemarin ini dan kemudian juga berkat tes resmi di Insan untuk bersaing di podium teratas.
Itu dia. Kenapa tadi saya sempat bilang Dovizioso ini nggak asal-asalan kan? Karena kemarin ya, mukanya udah males banget
Betul,
gitu dan
betul.
udah nggak tahu mau ngomong apalah
Betul,
gitu ya.
betul.
Jadi makanya penasaran di isu utama
Betul.
juga. Ada masalah elektronik juga dengan Ducati minggu lalu gitu ya, sebetulnya ya.
Jadi kalaupun pemain itu terjadi ya Petrucci juga dong. Karena kan Petrucci tahun depan fix bergabung dengan KTM.
Karena sekarang nih sebenarnya tahun ini.
Ya, kita doakan
Jadi,
aja sih.
Iya kan? Karena pembuktian juga buat Dovizioso gitu bahwa luar biasa. Quartararo juga seperti tadi pilih hard soft juga
soft, ya. Maverick Viñales sadar bahwa suhunya pun ternyata kan tidak lebih tinggi dari practice 4, menggunakan medium untuk time attack dan catatan waktunya selama hampir beberapa 17. Kita akan lihat apakah strategi kabur dari Viñales akan berhasil.
Ini starting grid-nya Maverick Viñales pole position.
Hard medium bannya.
Oh iya, benar-benar hard medium ya.
Bagaimana hard soft?
Fabio Quartararo, Pole Espargaro sebenarnya salah satu rider yang paling berhasil tuh Dovizioso.
Betul.
Dia tuh bisa sepanjang dan ini salah satu kelebihan yang tidak dimiliki sama rider lain sebetulnya.
Betul.
Dia hampir nggak pernah bilang, tapi dia tuh memang jago banget ya, late breakingnya juga jago banget, plus juga manajemen tire juga lulus. Karena biasanya Viñales ini di lap-lap awal dia masih belum keluar dari kebiasaan buruknya dia, yaitu
di akhir-akhir lap baru bisa bagus.
Betul, kita lihat aja siapa yang startnya hari ini paling bagus dan kita akan langsung saja bergabung dengan Misano World.
Championship on the left, Dovi leader on the right, Quartararo 23 points. Incredible how tight and topsy-turvy has it been. So he's got a realistic chance of winning the 2020 MotoGP crown. What about this man then, Maverick Viñales? That was in Malaysia, wasn't it, last October? He's long overdue one and he needs something today to fight as well, because they're starting to gang up a bit. Maverick Viñales could silence a few with a win here today. That's the best he's qualified since, of course, he was 7th in Brno.
With Piero Tadamato about the tyres, you know how the Michelin medium rear to the rear, and it's 42 degrees. As soon as it gets up around 40, so that medium rear hangs.
Last weekend in Misano, it was the third closest top 15 we've had in a full-length Premier Class. Clash of the Titans in MotoGP, closer than ever. Away leads into turn 1. Good start as well by Pecco Bagnaia. He's picked off Pole Espargaro straight away, so Bagnaia into between turns 2 and 3, and Viñales goes up the inside of Miller into the 4th corner. Viñales then from Mir was wide into turn 5 on the factory Suzuki as he tries to make headway from 11th place inside of Fabio Quartararo. Oh, does he? It was tight, very, very tight, really tight. Well, that's one of the certainly one of the eclipses, and I think Morbidelli's now last. Binder goes up the inside of Pole Espargaro into turn 10. No repeat of Iterikes from last weekend. Alex Espargaro down and out on lap 1 at turn 8, although he's back on that fatty break here. Bagnaia has made the move stick finally on Fabio Quartararo then. He's up in a 3rd. It was Morbidelli last lap. He said yesterday he felt like they've made a step forward. It looks like it is so far. He leads. Good for Army. Was he caught up with that? With Alex Espargaro and Franco Morbidelli, then right now of Jack Miller. This is the sort of thing that Esteban Garcia wanted for Valentino Rossi. Not the way that he wanted to celebrate his 250th Grand Prix appearance for the faction. Heartache for Rossi 1 weekend ago when he got pipped for the podium by Mir. There's early heartache today for Rossi. Positions, he's up to 3rd, and Alex Espargaro is heartbroken. He cannot believe it, and here comes Pecco Bagnaia then. He's a 2nd down on Maverick Viñales. Got loads of time to bridge that gap. Watch rise to Pole Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo. Binder's gone down! Binder's gone down now at turn 15! Rossi down, back up. Binder down, is he back up? Across the line we go then. Quartararo in 3rd place. Danilo Petrucci is up in the top 6. Tranmere is now 7th. Leclerc is about to unfold in the next 25 laps or so here. So Rossi out and back. Drama early on as well for Franco Morbidelli. Right, let's try and catch up. Bagnaia made good progress. He's picking off a fewer laps at the moment. He's got Leclerc just behind him and Petrucci up ahead. Turn 8. Espargaro and Morbidelli, isn't it? Oh, there's Alex Espargaro. And Morbidelli on the outside, just nowhere to go, was there? And there's Rossi down at turn 4. I thought that was like, you know what, I'm steady on. Right, so much is going on, across the line. Then it's Pol Espargaro in third, Quartararo fourth, then it's Miller.
Got rhythm at the moment, has he? 3:10 slower than Pol Espargaro on that last lap. You're absolutely right, Steve. Pol Espargaro to Mazzano circuit.
World Championship leader Dovizioso. The reason, I mean, the very fact that we were on board with him a moment.
Championship lead going into Barcelona.
Or can he? You just never know.
Who knows? I mean, there's a long way to go. He's too far in front as well, and here comes Pecco Bagnaia. He is just taking time out of Maverick Vinales' handover from the Yamaha.
He's down again twice. He's crashed again.
Binder's gone down again. It's time to park it, Brad. Has caught out Brad Binder.
It's Shibuki's favourite in second, closing then on the man in pole position behind Fabio Quartararo. A huge gap, in fact. That group. Again, another 10th taken out of Maverick Vinales by Pecco Bagnaia.
There's his rhythm. The problem is that qualifying yesterday, Suzuki struggling to get the best out of that Michelin much grip, the new surface. It just overpowers and overloads that front tyre, costing for the factory Suzuki.
Danilo Petrucci's up to 7th. The rookies, both in the top 10, have had a really great points today, Maverick Vinales. This would do him the world of good.
He does, but it's a long time to keep this man, and we know he can go the race distance in terms of his physical condition. He proved that last weekend. No dramas with that Maverick Vinales towards the back end of this 5th lap.
Through turn 15 we go, and up towards turn 9. Will he try and make the move into turn 1? Is he close enough? Maverick's been given the information. It's not 22-3 from Pecco Bagnaia.
Yeah, they exchange fastest laps in this race then, don't they?
Here's Brad Binder.
Yeah, just the inquest begin.
Oh, lovely, slightly wide into turn Mills, and he flies through to take the lead, but he's wide on exit, and now they're side by side, Maverick Vinales.
A good move by the Italian, but Pecco Bagnaia then hits the front, and he's had the go here, Mazzano, the key moment of this Grand Prix. Look at the distance that Bagnaia can take out of turn 20. That is so demoralising for Maverick Vinales.
And look at the live championship right now. 10 point,
put it to the ground. Being shown there by the Ducati. It was a mistake by Vinales. He got in wide. I'll have the lead and I'll try and break you now.
Yeah, this is the key moment for Bagnaia now as he crosses the line. One thing.
33.5 from Maverick Vinales. Looking back at two very impressive Rucklacona is further ahead of the road. Credit to him. He's inside the top 6. The number 27. He's got a head lead and drop back down the ranking. So Miller at the moment surrendering vital world championship points as well. Absolutely nothing for Pecco Bagnaia. Nothing.
One rider who's starting to get into a bit of rhythm now is Fabio. The bike then, I just heard. No, going down. I thought I heard someone go down. Fabio Quartararo then. In 4th, top Quartararo.
And at the moment, a couple of tenths slower than the Frenchman, so not really any great.
Around the 2 left-handers into turn 16. Pecco, he's riding that Ducati like nobody else has ridden it in a long time.
I mean, Dobby's in a big dogfight. He's in a big gap.
That's the helicopter view of the top 4. Mir really paying 5.6 seconds down on the leaders, even though he's lapping just as quick as Bagnaia out front.
Yeah, first top, I guess, because we know how good he is with late race pace. He said his fastest lap of the Grand Prix last weekend on the...
Mir there then, in 5th place at the moment. The gap at the front, 9. He's been given that information on his dashboard as well. They'll monitor that closely. Jack Miller, it's just been a disaster. He said yesterday in the press conference, I can't wait to get out of here. And it is Jack cannot wait to get to Barcelona. In fact, Jack's name's falling down the time screens here. Has the
6 tenths is the advantage Bagnaia has over Maverick Vinales. Hasn't been able to make the break that we all credit to Vinales. Was slightly quicker, down to a 1:32.7.
Yeah, Jack's in pit losed, and that soft tyre possibly now gone already. Yeah, he's livid.
Well, something's happened. Marks all over his backside. I wouldn't think he'd start with an old set of legs. I mean, it looks like there's perhaps been some contact somewhere on chairs. I wonder if Simon Craig can find out very quickly.
Now,
what's happened to Jack Miller
at the front is coming down. 9 laps all weekend. This is where you're kind of going into unknown territory. He was brilliant to pull him in a bit.
Well, this is a different ball game as well. He's never been in this position. He's never led for this long. Pro2, but this is a completely different ball game altogether. You can see that at the bottom of your screen. Valentino, a bit of a data gathering information exercise.
Miguel Oliveira's got through on Alex Marquez. And Dovi able to maintain that pace right now. Every single position and point is golden. Any news on Jack from pit lane, Simon?
Guys, the team saying something about like
as we stand at the moment. Locked on points, Fabio Quartararo and Dovi would be going into the hold off. Maverick Vinales, that gap has just creeped back up to 9/10 of a second again. Spargo also looks like he's just about able to hold off Quartararo at the moment. The pace is just incredible. The guys in qualifying is just so crucial these days in MotoGP. What happened to Dovi? He just got swallowed up somewhere in sector 1 as well. Jack Miller's retired from the race. This is your race leader, Pecco Bagnaia on the pram. For Maverick Vinales, is that it now? Is this his chance to break free? It says go for it, struggling a bit here. Joan Mir's closing in on the Frenchman. And Quartararo is not a... Now again, almost identical lap times between Espargaro and Quartararo. Third lap around as well, so nothing between the two men who are trying to fight it out for the final podium place. There is Joan, and about 1.7 seconds ahead of Ika Lecuona, who's still in that 6th place. Absolutely awesome. Lecuona's just dipped back into the 133s, which will be a slight concern because behind... It's interesting here, it's looking like some of the KTMs opted last minute to go for a soft rear weekend. Thomas Espargaro said he couldn't get anything else to work. Pole, according to our data, is out there on a soft rear top. Dumped it in the first 3 Grand Prix of the year, pressure building, talk that he wouldn't even be on the very humbling day so far for Andrea Dovizioso. He thought they'd made a breakthrough with the setup and his riding. Although look at that, live standings. It will be tied between Quartararo and Dovi, quite dramatically. I will say this, if Maverick Vinales holds on to second, the confidence he'll get from that is unbelievable. The coattails of Pecco Bagnaia right now on this lap. Bagnaia's found Zarco, who's trying to get his teeth into Danilo Petrucci. That's a battle for 11th place winner 1 weekend ago. That stomach bug has really not a fortunate blow for him all weekend. Of course, the early contact as well from Espargaro, not particularly. Sounds like Jack Miller's bike lost after such a horrible high side this morning to be ruled out. Crucial championship points, last star, that's Tito. Not the first time that's happened to a pram like the Cafe issue, is it? Of course, cast your minds back to Jerez when poor old Pecco Bagnaia. Cast your minds back to last week. Pecco Bagnaia in the closing stages said his legs started hurting and the tyre on song. He put in the second fastest lap of the race, right on, I think it was 25 or 27. Good point. Adrenaline, though, we said last week, well, that's the best painkiller in the world, and right now it certainly will be the case. 1.4, 1.3 seconds. Lecuona now is about to yield that top 6, unfortunately. Quickly swallowed up that second deficit, Oliveira, and as soon as he got onto Lecuona's rear tyre, he's made the move on the brakes. He's had it all weekend, Matt. It's just that, you know, starting 15th, what can you do? It's still a great ride. It's not much of a group, it's just your leading rider. Pecco Bagnaia. Quartararo just cannot do anything. Espargaro towards Maverick Vinales, but he's got his hands full, of course, trying to keep Quartararo at bay. Bruising weekends himself. He's been on the floor far too often. He said, hey, that's just the nature of MotoGP in 2020. For every centimetre of every inch of this tarmac. Quick rundown of the top 10 then as we suck as Dovi, Nakagami and Petrucci. This is the pace, so far so good. We thought that might... That's the pace that's going to win your races here around Mazzano. Look at that. 1:32.3 is best on lap for Bagnaia. That's why at the moment he's got that commanding lead over Maverick Vinales, which is around that 1 point. He maintained for 27 laps. We're reaching the halfway point of this weekend. This is now just a massive test of his focus, of his concentration. He's been at the front for such a long time at the moment. Valentino Rossi, of course, crashing and remounting the man in 16th, wondering what might Pecco Espargaro. It says it is on our graphics. If it is, that's a big... And as we said, he had a couple of big crashes this weekend at turn 13 and turn 6. Perhaps weekend, day to forget for him. Yet next time, hasn't got long to wait. Catalunya in 5 days' time, we're back on career best 6 in MotoGP. Yeah, this would be a huge step forward for KTM after the week. He's not coming under any pressure from this man, Fabio Quartararo. Taka Nakagami Nakagami just broken into the 132s in 10th place, which was a fair chunk faster than Dovizioso.
Went for the soft rear.
That's paid off so far.
That has paid off. It said earlier in the weekend. Fair play to him. It's working quite well for this man at the moment.
Fortune favours the brave, doesn't it? And that's gone the way of Polisparga's calculated choice to put that soft in, given the fact we have got slightly cooler conditions here this weekend.
Same lap.
Yeah, Nakagami again, 3/10 quicker than Dovizioso ahead of him. So Andrea Dovizioso, he's in a HRC sandwich right now, Andrea Dovizioso. And under big threat here.
And for the doctor.
That's a body blow for his championship aspirations, not the way he wanted to notch up to.
Well, there must be another reason for him pulling in, because there's only 15 nice stands. You finish the race, you score a point.
His hopes ended very prematurely. That early crash at turn 4, completely compromising Ross's challenge.
Across the line here for Pecco Bagnaia, number 63, another 132.6.
And why would he? Bagnaia, though, has been absolutely brilliant. He stage managed that gap. A painful day for Jack Miller as well. Painful because of the crash this morning. That's going to really hurt.
Well, even more so with his teammate.
Liverpool today for Jack Miller, the big crash at turn 1 this morning. And he is livid. He is absolutely
holding firm. The gap stays the same, around 1.4, 1.5. It fluctuates depending on what sector we're in. Coming under a bit of late pressure from Fabio Quartararo, who's got into his rhythm again. So Polispargaro, if he wants...
Yeah, pressure coming from Quartararo, that's for sure. Mir still in a very low fraction slower than Quartararo. That's as close as Fabio Quartararo has been to Polisparga's rear tyre.
Being past Ika Lecuona, can't shrug off his teammate at the moment. He's glued to his tail unit.
Taka Nakagami reeled in Andrea Dovizioso quite quickly, but getting on the back of a Ducati is one thing. That's a completely different matter. And Taka Nakagami has not been able to find a way through as yet.
You're looking here on board with This is for, obviously, the podium for silverware, but for another few precious points as well, which would mean Quartararo.
Without a podium, it will be, unless he reels in Polispargaro ahead of him.
It's definitely coming down that gap. It's Bonder's, goodness me, I apologise to viewers at home. The transponders here this weekend, I'll tell you what, away. Hate transponders, hate
Polispargaro. As mighty task, because on that last lap, Quartararo was much the quicker man by 3/10. All the laps on it, he hasn't got a lot of information on it. And at this stage of race, this will be the stage of race where they'll
come down by a few tenths. Maverick Viñales now 1.1 down. This is the fight for third between Polispargaro.
Sound like a lot in MotoGP, but these 3 points that Quartararo is trying to fight for right now, when it's so tight.
11. Fabio Quartararo, so much speed through those fast right-handers. Is he closing? He's closing. He's closing. He's not going to do it on this lap. He stays in fourth. Look at that left-hand side,
that's for sure. Excessive wear then. It looked good. It looked like the right choice to go for the soft. He's got a long, long way to defend here against the charging Quartararo.
Well, Fabio doesn't need to do anything silly.
Found a way through on Andrea Dovizioso.
He's on his way to another top 10.
Dovizioso.
Bagnaia has crashed out of the lead here of his home Grand Prix.
Can you believe it? At the GP World Championship, it's abject frustration for Pecco Bagnaia. He was over a second.
We questioned whether or not that pace could be maintained for full race distance. And that's a hard one to call. Might have to get some disappointing.
That one will take a lot to get over.
And all of a sudden, Maverick...
Nobody wants to win it.
It's just such a bizarre season, isn't it?
You cannot... Ridiculous. Every time you look at it, something else happens that has a match. That would be typical.
He's got two more. One more chance, and then one more, and he'll have to do a penalty loop.
Polispargaro. And then down at turn 6 with a commanding advantage. Oh, dearie me. Your heart sinks for my team. A Ducati independent team win a MotoGP race. That weight carries on.
Race here.
That's going to be a tough one to swallow for Pecco.
This is the battle for Mir is closing on the pair of them.
Do you know what we're saying? What a difference a week makes in MotoGP. 56 Academy.
Oh, here comes Quartararo. Sorry, Matt. I thought he's going to go up alongside. He's on the wrong side.
He's got no edge. Can you believe it, though? On the last weekend, we thought we were going to have a VR14 36 lockout top 10. Rossi and Bagnaia are out. What a difference a week makes.
Quartararo knows me is coming because the Suzuki is closing. Maverick Vinales, after everything that's gone on, after everything that's been said, he's got 5 laps.
He kept piling that pressure on it. Every time Bagnaia came over the line and kept seeing 1.3, 1.2, that's really, really heartbreaking. Gut-wrenching that is for Pecco Bagnaia and for Pramac Ducati. When he had the mechanical, we thought he was absolutely nailed on for his first win today, and it's all gone horrible.
Yeah, and we've got 3 riders here who are all keen to finish on the podium, and one of them won't. Paul's doing it back, these guys.
You know, you see those yellow lights and the wide load stickers on the back of trucks. That's what they need on Polispargo, Rob. And Mia has come right into the reckoning here as well. What a stunning late charge again. Last be racing Vinales right now.
100%. Through the left-hander we go. He's got 4. The advantage for him is the top speed because Fabio's finding it really tough, and he's going to have a face full of gears, both in the top 8.
Absolutely awesome. Andrea Dovizioso, it's another bonus that really, you've got to say, based on what we've seen so far from him, he doesn't really deserve.
Is weighing up a move. It's got to come here. This is his best chance through turn 14, but he doesn't.
Well, they've deserved it because Quartararo and Mir, they're just ganging up right behind him.
He might be able to do it here into turn 1. Is he close enough? Is he close enough? Oh, he just can't get any drive, Polispargo. He's waited all this time, Fabio, to try and go through on Polispargo, and Joan Mir might try and take 2 in 1.
That's like last weekend, inch-perfect, ruthless move to dispose of the Italian. He's done it now to Fabio Quartararo as well, on the brakes into turn number 8. Brilliant braking move, though, by Polispargo. How strong is he on that front row?
Defensive. Mir's coming through anyway. He's going to have a good look.
Well, Polispargo will know. He saw...
Maverick's got 2 and a bit laps left. He's 4.7 clear. It's enough here.
He likes that flip-flop, doesn't he, between turns 1 and 2. He made a lot of moves there last weekend. Keep the same manoeuvre on Polispargo. Just going to get the drive now out of this final corner to make sure he's close.
Still, Pole holds on. Here comes Mir, though, up the inside into turn 1. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can.
Here, Quartararo pounces on him at turn 3.
Kawona's name's dropped down the time script. Kawona was on for a stunning ride, but he's crashed out with 2 laps to go.
And Andrea Dovizioso depending on it, wasn't he? There is Kawona. He's down, let's hope he's okay. Just look at the rhythm, the blink of an eye. Absolutely incredible late race speed again from the Suzuki man. The Vinales count, they can barely watch.
From Maverick Vinales, really, really would. The confidence this is going to give him, this one. And look at Franco Morbidelli as well. The guy should be in bed. He shouldn't even be out there. He's gone through on the team. But Fabio Quartararo has just come up on our screen. He's got to take the long lap penalty. The stories do. He was given the track limits warning, but the World Championship leader then, he might not be the World Championship leader now. After Maverick Vinales then has just got a few kilometres left.
It's been pure drama, pure theatre yet again. Ahead of Polispargo. We saw how dirty it was on the long lap loop in Moto3.
Has he seen it on his dashboard? Is he going to take the penalty loop? No.
That takes to come through the long lap penalty loop onto his time, and that's going to cost him the podium.
In the meantime, I'll hold my hand up and thought, I've lost a bit of faith here. Well, he has proven a lot of people wrong. He's going to be another new race winner.
It's been an incredible 27 laps here. Pure drama.
The flag is out. The Kremlins are gone. Mack is back again. He wins here in Misano. Mir Championship. We'll find out shortly. But where do you begin to analyse this fight? Another new winner. Our 6th different winner in 7 MotoGP races in the commentary box. Unbelievable rides. Maverick Vinales takes the victory after heartache for Pecco Quartararo. Well, he took the checkered flag 3rd, but he's going to be off the podium. KTM know it, and in some ways he probably deserved it, having ridden so brilliantly on that soft rear tyre. Outstanding now, get the reaction from him. He must be delighted to see number 12 back on the top step.
Mario, just shut up. What do you think of his ride?
Exactly. I couldn't wait for it. Because we did the pole yesterday, we did the pole last week, and we couldn't anyway, I think, achieve what boost.
Did it come down to work in the garage that we were watching on Saturday?
We had basically could feel the bike with the same feeling and behavior that he had during the race. That here it worked.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Maya Maragali. Thanks for another incredible, sensational, phenomenal MotoGP race we've had here in Misano. Quattro leader, and there's 4 points between 4 riders going in tonight.
What a ride from Joan Mir.
Yeah. I mean, he had the pace. I mean, you didn't.